Get on the way! Welcome to episode 1 of season 2 of my VFL Amiens series, where the goal is still to get up to League So if you can do that here in the second season with a team, a lot of turnover from the previous season. Austin 23 SC, a fullback, midfielder, and goalkeeper. Brando, a defender. Myself, a midfielder, as well as a center back. Dizzy Dolman is a midfielder and a striker. Cuddy, a defender, as well as a CDM. Then Fatal Joy is a midfielder, as well as a fullback. A nice little project player, strong defensively. Flickify, a striker, cam, and center mid. Foster, a center back, and as well as a CDM. Ashroyd, a defender and a CDM. Les Hoop, another new player to our side. A center attacking mid, centerman, and a striker. Ninja X40, of course, is Lord. Randy Bobandy, 83, another midfielder and striker type of player. Randy 31212, a very good center back and goalkeeper, is going to get his debut in this first game of the season, along with Fatal Joy. Then Sharkcore, a midfielder and fullback. Irish Guy, a midfielder, and Tyler, a striker and cam, who did lead our team in assists as well as goals last season. Then Dizzy Dolman did lead in key passes. I think I led in like interceptions and tackles or something like that. So we have a lot of the key core still on our team, which is really important. I think trying to get basically the promotion is what we're trying to do. You can see the 3-5-2 with Birdie in goal, Cuddy, Foster, Randy getting his debut at center back, Irish Guy left mid, myself and a Shark Core in the midfield, Fatal Joy at right mid, Flickify at the cam spot, then Dizzy Dolman and Tyler T-Ray all day, Tyler, whatever you want to call that beautiful man, at striker. So hopefully we can, show well against this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, which is kind of the typical formation that VFL teams seem to use. So maybe that can come to advantage here in some spots. Of course, it's a 3-4-1-2, but I basically only made it that way just in case we lag out. Because if myself or Forsyth lag out, then the CDMs tend to get behind the defense, which is a huge problem, obviously. But you can see, unfortunately, a little bit nervous at the start. Randy does a good job trying to close him down, but does get beat in the end. But Fatal Joey gets in his way, and Foster's in the perfect spot to watch that sweat. Good communication from our guys. You can see he does get a little tightened there in the midfield. Do a good job winning the ball here, but unfortunately the pass was not the greatest. Could just played a little bit simpler there to Irish Guy. Instead of went with the more power on that pass to go up to Flick. But either way, I think we did show some really good stuff in the build-up. You can see Forsyth just unfortunately could not get that final pass off. The final pass was the main thing that was lacking for us. I thought we played very well in the build-up. Again, defensively we were pretty strong, with the exception of this one moment where we had a little bit of lapse there, but Lord Birdie comes up big with a nice save. So some good work though overall. I think it was the defense just kind of get used to each other. I think they really excelled, especially in the second half. But unfortunately, again, their defense was very strong. We just could not get those final couple passes through, but did pressure them a lot. As you can see, Irish Guy doing a good job there. Then another little chance there. Unfortunately, really just closed down. They swarm very nicely. You can see that's 4 guys all on the ball. I mean, the defenders and the fullbacks did stay back quite a bit, it seemed. Did a very good job closing down on us. Did not have too many chances, but you can see a little bit unfortunate what happened there, but Randy was in a great spot to get that interception. Really was impressed by the way he played at center back. Was definitely kind of cementing himself a spot in the starting 11 at center back possibly, but that ball does get very nervy over Birdie's head. We saw some issues with that at times last season, and hopefully does not come back, stuff like that does not happen again. But myself with a very good pass through here, but their manager and their center back did a good job tracking back Sam there. They just, anytime we had some space, they were closing us down. Their center backs was very dominant, pushing us off the ball, unfortunately. But you can see some good work from them coming forward. You can see me thankfully getting the tackle and a little bit of deflection there, and the foul is finally called. But again, they're still trying to challenge us getting down this wing. Of course, they're trying to put the crosses in, but I do defend that cross pretty nicely. The cross obviously is the main area that VFL teams seem to exploit, but did not work there. But some good work here. A lovely over top ball from Flick. Tyler tries to flick it over, just unfortunately cannot get that pass off or anything like that. Just the game was a bit unresponsive for us at times, just because it's Xbox and delay and stuff. If he would have been able to control that better, the game would have been more responsive. Could have really pulled off a wonder goal in my opinion. But you see, unfortunately, this quick counter, and the Lord concedes a interesting goal. He basically got nutmegged from quite a bit out there on that quick counter attack. I think we closed down pretty well, but Flick got a deflection that unfortunately hit off of him, then led to that player. So the ball was like a magnet there. It was something that was avoidable, obviously. I think if you could have made close down that better and try to close down that runner better, we could have stopped that goal, but also Birdie has to do a lot better job stopping. That was a great play here. I passed to Flick, a great ball to Dizzy. Then, fortunately, they do a good job covering that Sweats. I think Sam might have been, best fit actually going to goal, when you look at that highlight again. But lovely play either way. We're getting forward, playing some nice passing play, good build-up, getting forward, doing the best we can, try to play that ball back. Unfortunately, I do get pushed off the ball there, but we are still, pushing, trying to do our best to get forward and make things happen. Some great track backs from our defenders. Randy winning that ball. Good passes out of the back from all of us. You can see me playing this longer pass. Tyler getting through. Then some good, more good build-up play again after pushing forward in the 56 minutes and still trying to get something together. You can see, unfortunately, just again pushed off the ball, and that just was the story of the game. Just cannot get in that final third. But Birdie with a huge save, maybe makes up for that howler, but either way, at least we're still in this one with some good saves as well as some good defending from all of us. And unfortunately, there was actually no shots taken yet, but you can see Sam here in some space, and he does draw the corner here eventually. Maybe you could have passed it back to Flick, but either way, we get the corner. Ball is played back post to Cuddy, put back in the middle. Unfortunately, Randy could not get, he got tripped up by the goalkeeper, it looked like, and unfortunately could not put that ball in the back of the nets. But either way, a tough call there. Cuddy tried to go for the header, but he completely missed it. Fatal Joy with a great track back. Unfortunately, did not count as a tackle when I looked in the stats later, but that's a wonderful track back to keep us in this game. Then Randy with a great clearance in that perfect spot. Keep things level here. 88th, 9th minute, pushing forward. You can see a lot of guys getting forward. We have, some good numbers too up here, trying to play the ball forward. Unfortunately, could not get that ball off, but ball back to Forsyth, plays a great ball to Irish guy. Unfortunately, he could have sweated it here, played it into Flick, but he takes the shot, which is our first shot of the game, unfortunately, and that would have been a bit harsh for them maybe, but their defense was very solid. But unfortunately, we do lose that one in the end, as was basically the final kick of the ball there. Just could have, that last little play, if we would have passed it off better, we would have probably got the goal there. We can see only one shot went on target. I thought we played well still. The build-up was very good. Just that those final passes were not connecting, and their defense was very strong, cutting us out, doing a good work there. You see Dizzy Dolman, again, with those key passes like he had last season. Forsyth, another key pass. Irish guy, 2 passing points. Flick, myself, Dizzy, Tyler, and Randy with 1 passing points. I had 4 interceptions, 3 for Forsyth, 2 for Randy, Cuddy, and Foster. Then I had 5 tackles, 4 for Randy. Very good game from him. Cuddy, Foster, Irish guy, and Forsyth also had a tackle to their name. So that's a really good performance, I would say, all around. Just unfortunately, that goal we gave it was a bit soft, but you could also just would have had that final pass, and we got maybe better luck with the referees in FIFA. We probably would have been able to get that goal, at least get a draw. But I think it's a good game to build off of, at least to start the season, because we had some promising play. The defense looked very good. The midfield was very strong there. Just needed that final pass to cut through and basically do what we did in the intro of this series and stuff, the intro of this video, and that would have been beautiful. A wonderful goal. We'll try to replicate that, though. That'll be something on our minds, to try to replicate that beautiful build-up play. Definitely possible. I thought we showed some great signs of that. Unfortunately, that one final pass did not happen. Unfortunately, we cannot keep that ball out of the net. But we'll see what happens. Maybe the Lord is going to have to come off his throne, and we will rebuild from there and see what happens. But it's going to be an interesting season, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this wonderful first episode. I love you. You're all beautiful. Stay tuned because the next episode will be up on Sunday. Then, of course, the next one on Monday as well. But I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.